Tell me how burn work with Hong Lu. It's simple. It's simple. You have the left number and the right number. He just increases the count. That's all he does now. Mersault, throughout both Mersault and Gregor, which were the previous burn characters, only Mersault's T3 ability, this ability, his third one, Perfected Death Fist, increases the burn count, right? Here, no burn count. It's just a lot of burn, right? It's a lot of burn application. A lot of burn application. This one, on head inflict burn, on hit increase burn count, and then further more burn count, right? Same thing with Gregor. He does not have a count increaser. He has burn affliction, burn affliction, burn affliction. So, unless you could consistently get T3 of Mersault's skill, there was no way to increase burn count. But now with Hong Lu, you have count increase through his T2 and his T3. So this one, it's all on hit as well, is the reason it's super powerful, right? It's all on hit. So if inflict 1 burn if the target has more, inflict more burn. But then if he has 30 SP or 45 SP, he'll inflict more burn. So naturally, you'll just inflict 1 burn count, which is fine, right? On hit of the second part of this skill, you'll inflict burn count. But if you have the more SP you have, the more burn count you inflict. At a total of 45, you inflict a total of 3 burn count with this ability. But then the same thing with his T3 ability. It's just that if the target has burn, inflict more burn, heal SP, and if the target has 6 burn, raise the stagger threshold. It's just more burn, 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 and more burn count here. So it's all just a burn count with him. So he's essentially the exact thing that you needed for a burn team to work. And what's the highest burn I've dealt so far? You can only do 99. You can only do 99. The stack count only goes up to 99. As you saw, the stack count went up to 99 after I doubled it. After I doubled 60, and it only went up to 99. So you can only do 99 with burn, which, to be quite frank, is a lot of damage. Being able to guarantee 99 burn every single turn, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, that's kind of how the burn team it works. Kind of like summarized. It's all dependent on Hong Lu. You can run burn without the other two, to be quite frank with you. Like he does inflict a decent amount of burn naturally. It's not something to write home about. Like, he'll be able to inflict decent amounts of it, but it's the account that's like super important. So now that with the reason that also burn is easily, I'd say the strongest right now in the game, is just because they're all 2-star egos as well. So if you don't have these if you've been playing, let's say, since launch day, and you don't have these 3 characters, that's really unfortunate that you don't have the Gregor or the Mersault. Hong Lu's obviously a new release. But these are super easy characters to get because they're 2-star IDs. So that's also the accessible thing about them. Also, if you look at something like Kurakumo, where the 2 characters like Rodion and Ryoshu come from 3 stars, and Hong Lu's a 2-star. The Shi section, I think they're all 2 stars as well, so that's a pretty good one. 7 section now has like 3-star in it. So this one's super accessible as well. And just burn, it's super easy. It's also one bad thing about burn is that it's very, very I would say single target dependent, and it's also not instant. It's the difference between bleed and burn. Bleed is instant damage, right? Because let's say you apply 20 stacks of bleed right now, the enemy, all they have to do is flip a coin and they take it. Flip a coin, take it, flip a coin, take it, flip a coin, take it, right? So you can kind of get that damage instantly. But that's also like a curse to it as well, because let's say you stagger the enemy. Now they're not taking any bleed damage for this turn. No, let's say they have like 100 stacks of bleed, right? They're not taking any bleed damage from it right now. They could have as many bleed stacks as you want. If they don't act, they do not take that bleed damage. Whilst burn is like the opposite. It's not instant, but I'd say it's easier to manage, and it's easier to stack it higher, I guess, because. But like usually bleed, you'll stack it up high one turn, and then it'll all diminish the next turn. Or it'll all diminish that turn or something like that, right? Because they're constantly flipping coins. So you won't ever be able to get like a singularly high single amount of damage. Also burn, completely different. You can stack it up higher because you'll constantly be able to increase the count, and they'll only diminish 1 count per turn. So it's a lot easier to go up and down with it.